Yo, Wesley in the fucking house. You're off today. Let's fucking drink, bro. Let's drink. Let's drink. I just got home from delivering pizzas. Ooh, baby. 32-ounce Carta Blanca. I have a 25-ounce Michelob Ultra. Let's fucking go. Cheers. I'll cheers with you, bro. This is my sixth day delivering pizza, brother. I don't give a shit. I already have a lawyer. Unlawful termination, retaliation. That fucker, brother. God is always on our side. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Three 32-ounce Carta Blancas for 48. You can't that can't get better than that. That's a hundred ounces of 96 ounces of pure joy for $5. That's after tax. Jesus fuck. I would be if I'm an alcoholic now. Imagine I lose myself in Vegas with $20. Cheers, brother. 60 cents per 12 ounces. Not even a buck. Not even a buck per beer. That is fucking delicious, brother. And Carta Blancas are good beer. That's good beer. Carta Blancas, that's good beer. That's good beer right there. That's a very good beer. Carta Blanca is good beer. I like Carta Blanca. I don't drink it all the time, but you know what? I'm gonna find a 24-ounce can and I'll drink my next life. I never told you why I got terminated. Holy fuck, brother! Casino. The one time it happened to me, it is one of those fucking things that you're stuck. Remember you sent me that video of that one guy that he said his fucking stomach was feeling nauseous and yeah, that's the feeling, bro. I did that once and I felt so like oh, like you know what I mean? Never again, brother. Never again. That's why I always tell you the few times or the many times that you see me go to Vegas, I take a purse. I take 300, 400, 500 tops. If I lose 500, that's it. I'm not going to put on anymore. I was out with a girl, had drinks and having fun. Yeah, I mean, that's the way, that's the way to do it, brother. You know, as long as you have fun, as long as you didn't tell the girl that you lost your rent, that girl is going to give you free blowjobs for the rest of your life. Oh my God, that guy spent like $2,000 with me. Yeah, I've never told anybody this story, brother, but in Honduras, the video poker machines were a thing. I remember trying to play like my friend did. My friend already knew how to play. I mean, I know how to play, but there's a system how to know how to play the poker machines. So this guy already knew how to fucking play. But this was the machines where you can double up. Remember 5 coins? 5 coins, right? You put 5 quarters, and let's say you get two pair. Two pair is $5, $5, $10, right? So now you double $10 to 20, 20, 40, 40, 80, 80, 160, 160, 320, 320, 640, 640, 1280, 1280, uh, 20, 2560. This guy knew how to fucking play that shit. I, so, anyways, long story short, I thought I could do what he was doing, and I lost the fucking rent, right? I mean, I didn't pay rent per se because I live with my dad. Anyways, and I felt so fucking bad. Like, dude, 2 weeks of work. And I'm like, what the fuck? So that same night, no, the following night, I was out of money, right? So I'm like, fuck. So my friend says, hey, bro, I'm going to go to the casino again. You want to go? I'm like, you fuck it. You know what? Let's do this shit. So he gives me 100 and he says, hey, can you go get me change? I keep 5 of his coins. I keep 5 of his coins. I'm playing 1 coin a game. Oh shit, two pair. 2, 4, 4, 8, 8, 16, 16, 32, 60, 32, 64, 64, 128. I play another coin, another coin, another coin. All of a sudden, I have 500 coins. So now I am playing fives, and I don't give a fuck. This time I'm like, with 5 coins, I am. See, back in the day, remember the coin? It was there. It was coins, right? The nickel slots. But these were quarters. So that machine would only go up to 999. Every number after that, coins would start spitting out. Ting, 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 ting. I made that fucking machine spit out my rent, or whatever I had lost, times two. I never went back again. I mean, I did go back again, but ever since that moment, that video says it was at this moment he knew he fucked up. He was It was at that moment that I knew I would never do what I did before. Always take a purse, win or lose, that's it. And I've stuck to that, and I have always done that. When it comes to drinking, I don't do that. I go all out. I don't give a fuck. As long as I make it to my room and then pass out, then I'm good. But when it comes to gambling, yeah, 200, 300, whatever purse I take, no more. No, no more. Because I hate that fucking gut wrenching feeling. You're like, oh, I don't know if I should throw up, but I have no money to eat. I have no money to. I didn't even eat. I should have eaten something so I can throw up something. That's fucked up, bro. That's the feeling, brother. That gut wrenching feeling is like fuck. But then you say, you know what? Fuck it. I had fun doing that shit. But we live and we learn, right? And there was beer involved, so at least I had a nice buzz. I had a nice buzz. There's always a positive to the negative, brother. It doesn't matter which way you see it. Cheers. Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra is not the best beer, but it's so fucking refreshing, brother. I don't give a fuck what people say. It has the right amount of fizz. It has the right amount of carbonation, right? And it goes down. It goes down better than a Coors Light. I was having these last night. Pabst Light, PBR lights. I like these. I like those. Of course, I'm in California, right? A 12 pack is $10. I'm pretty sure a 12 pack in Las Vegas would probably be 4.99 of PBR light or less. I mean, it's still cheap if you ask me. I drank one PBR last night. I like PBRs. I don't want to get drunk on PBRs ever because PBR has that sugar that you don't want to fucking mess with. When you mess with PBR and you want to get fucked up, yeah, that next morning has to be the bar had it on draft. I like it on draft. I'll drink a pitcher of that. I drank up to 3 pitchers. Rolling Rock on draft. I never had Rolling Rock on draft. I always said every beer that comes in a green bottle is good, but I tried Rolling Rock one time and I'm like, what the fuck is this? But I think I didn't at the Sand Dollar. You were on the other side. Rolling Rock is not delicious. Yeah, you're right. But if you chill it, if you give it the right temperature, that beer will taste good. Not delicious, but it'll taste better than it does. There's some beers that just taste like shit regardless of the fucking temperature. Right? You can put Budweiser on ice all you want. That shit will always fucking taste like I don't know, like fucking it has its time and place. Cold one on a hot day. Yeah, you're right. But Budweiser, I've had Budweiser on a hot day, on a cold mug, the works. I can't digest that shit, brother. Bud Light is another one. Miller Light, another one. Somebody fucking kicked me in the nuts instead. Bud Heavy, Bud Heavy. There's I prefer Natty Light. Natty Light over Bud Light or Miller Light. I'll take Natty Light. At your bar, I'm absolutely certain they have this one. If you have this one on tap, 1664, this is a Kronenberg. This is delicious, brother. Yeah, Kronenberg. Kronenberg is fucking delicious. 1664. Yes, Zin clips. I work 3 days. I work. I have that in bottle at Bentley's. Oh, you work 3 bars. Yeah, I know. You told me that. 1664 on tap, baby. That is fucking delicious. Every time I go to fuck the Irish bar across the street from the New Orleans bar, the New Orleans hotel. I can't remember the fucking name for the life of me, bro. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. Mulligans, Mulligans. They have 1664. Every time I go to Mulligans, I have to have 1664. It is so fucking delicious. You were arrested there. Jesus fucking Christ. Wesley. Wesley, you're a menace. I did not know that, bro. I was innocent. Innocent until proven guilty. I believe you, bro. I think we're all innocent. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. All charges dropped, but it cost me a lot. That's what lawyers do, brother. That's what lawyers do. You know, Facebook has become one of those places where I mostly have friends and family on Facebook. Everywhere else, follow me all you want. I won't follow you. But Facebook is only for my friends and family, right? I don't do anything else on Facebook other than maybe Facebook dating, right? I've gotten some good lays on Facebook dating. Now, this whole fucking fiasco when it comes to that 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 Simon, thank you for the share, Simon. The whole fiasco with the ICE agent that killed that lady, I will never celebrate a death. So all I can say is that death was senseless. That lady should have never died. At the same time, it is common fucking sense. Let a fucking federal agent do its job. If you try to interfere, the same amount of idiots that are trying to interfere, there will always be a fucking idiot that is also wearing a fucking badge. So it goes both ways, right? That lady would be alive today if she did not interfere in any particular way. That guy would have never fucking shot her. She fucked around and found out. That's the way I see it. So I put so my teacher, I have a teacher who follows me and I follow her. She was my high school teacher. And for some fucking reason, like she only sees things one way because she hates Donald Trump that much. So I said, this is another one of those fuck around and find out moments for the history books, right? And I also put hold on, I'll read you what this lady, I don't know, she's mad, right? Anybody can copy and paste. She copy and pasted a whole fucking, say what you will, Oscar, but the whole system is corrupt and it's not just this incident. Let me ask you something. Do you have legal status in the United States? Because you sure act like a natural born citizen. Don't you forget where you came from. And then she just copies and pastes ICE agent shooter's identity revealed, and I don't know what the fuck else, and da 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 da. I don't give a fuck about any of that. So I put, what the fuck? I said, I didn't know you were DHS, asking if I'm a citizen. I said, it's common sense whether I'm an illegal immigrant, a citizen, a resident alien, etc. You do not interfere with a federal agent's job. Common sense. I am not celebrating her death, nor am I cheering for the officer having fired his weapon. Get out of the federal agent's way and stay alive. Some of these people are just as idiotic as the ones that interfere. And I said, I can say much more, but I don't copy and paste just because I want to let you know how much more I have to say. So I don't copy and paste people's information because I need to show you what I feel and right. They put up every fucking flag, right? They put up the Ukraine flag, the Palestinian flag, the Iranian flag, the Venezuelan flag, the fucking rainbow flag. Never do they fucking put a USA flag up. So so the teacher is mad only because, well, who the fuck are you, right? Are you fucking Department of Homeland Security, bitch? I know you told me that. You've been doxxed and put a target on your back. You told me that, brother. Yeah, you told me that. other employees at Excalibur try to get you fired. Really? Yes. You know what? Some people are just. Some people are just. th- I don't want to say they're ruthless. They're just envious. It's just envy, bro. Envy. That's all it is. It's envy. When you know what you're saying, when you can prove that what comes out of your mouth are facts, right? You're not just spitting bullshit, right? And it's not about like people say, "Oh, this guy's spitting facts." No, but it's not about facts. It's about taking those facts and knowing how to apply them or how to say things, right? Not just repeating what everybody else repeats, because that's one thing I don't like to sound like everybody else, right? The same way I don't like to sound like I am telling that fucking lie, like my friend Doug says, "Oh, have you heard what happened?" And I said, "What happened?" "Oh, you'll find out later." I'm like, "Bitch, are you fucking watching these shows that give you the runarounds and they want to fucking throw you in the fucking rabbit holes?" I don't ever fucking do that. Conspiracy theory for me, brother. I mean, we all like a nice conspiracy theory, but conspiracy theories just throw you down that rabbit hole that will never fucking give you the absolute truth, right? Go listen to, and I like listening to that guy, but you know what? I only like to watch certain episodes, but I don't find in depth of what the fuck is his name? The guy who got sued because of the school. The guy who speaks very loud, and this motherfucker always speaks like this. And yes, I know his name, but I forget his. You know him, anyways. He's. I think he sounds more of a conspiracy theorist than actual, because it's always a fucking falling through the rabbit hole with this guy, Alex Jones. Alex Jones. My friend from Vegas follows Alex Jones. I I may listen to 10, 15 minutes, but then I'm like, he spins the fucking thing and he spins it again, and I'm like, I don't like that part. That I don't. I'm not a participant. Alex Jones, my spirit animal. I like his energy, brother. I just sometimes don't believe everything that he has to say because he's been caught in a few lies. You're like, I don't like this. I don't want to do my fucking homework, bro. I thought you were doing it for me. Like, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. He, he doesn't ruffle my feathers. I can tell you that much. But sometimes you're like, wait, did that sound like he said what he said? For you to get sued on a defamation, he just reported that the guy who shot Ashley Babbitt was given 190 million in daycare funds. What the fuck? Now, let me ask you this. The government, for some reason, for some reason, the government is getting caught by its own maleficent ways, because there's a particular way that these fucking people operate. That's what I was about to get to that. So this is what happens. The person involved in such a situation, right, gets a check, but at the same time, this individual is instructed to wire or send the other funds to different bank accounts. We have to start. I mean, not we, because it's not you as a citizen. You can't do shit about it. The DOJ. You know what? You know how Elon Musk discovered all these frauds and all these numbers and all these quantities that were going to certain social security numbers, but it wasn't his job, and it will never be his job to follow the money. The DOJ is the one that should have or should step in at some point before this this Trump administration leaves, so they start following the money. Where is the routing? Where is the what is the bank account? What is the routing number? There is a name. There is a name, and there's a social security number tied to that. But see, the thing is, Christy Noam and all these people, they're making it so fucking political. Don't make it political. Make it make it seem like there is um, there's actual audit value. Start from what start from where Elon Musk found the social security funds that were going to people who were 100, 200 years old. Let's start there, right? It's like somebody's trying to fucking throw up a smoke screen. Like, oh shit, that was whatever, red color. Maybe it could be blue color. Maybe it could be both red and blue. Start from the beginning, and then let's start moving into the states. If we started doing the social security thing and found out who was cashing these checks, that's what the DOJ should have done from the get-go. Come on, brother. I work with numbers. I know. I mean, I don't. You don't have to work with numbers to understand that if you, right, like right now, I am filing for unemployment. What? How do you trigger unemployment? You sign up. You punch in your credit card number. You punch in your social security number, right? The It already knows what job you were working at because it gets reported as a W-2 or 1099. However it is, they already know what job you were working at. EDD already knows because it'll give you the option of this job, or this job, right? Because you've worked those jobs in the past 2 years or 3 years, or whatever. Maybe you could be working two jobs, but they want to know which job did you get either terminated or which job did you leave and why you left, right? So it everything is tethered. It doesn't matter which way you see it. it all these accounts are tethered one way or another. See, fighting taxes isn't strange. It is fucking strange the way the United States does it, only because they like to fucking tax you even more. They already know how much you made. They already know how much you're owed. But the thing is, they don't know that you may have changed from single to married. You may have changed from married to head of household. So they will let you, right, fix those or correct those at the time that you file. Now, in the European in the EU, what is it? European Union, the European Union, they do the taxes for you because they already know that you have two kids. It's already filed for you. You already filed from day one. So they already know they already know how much money they took from you. You already know how much money they took from you. You already know how much money that you're contributing to this XYZ, whatever the fuck it is, and then here's your money, whether you owe it or not. They do that to avoid this fucking tax loop and tax. I was manager for Jackson Hewitt, but so you know what I'm talking about. Taxation is mostly, yeah. I mean, I don't call it theft. It's more it's the government's way of saying, yeah, you made this much, but you owe me this, right? You owe me this much, and don't lie to me. How much can you lie? They want you to lie so they can go back and audit you and say, oh, look at what we found. You fucked up. You failed to disclose this much. You failed to disclose this much. When you should have never disclosed anything to begin with. Just pay what you owe and move and keep moving. The minute you start trying to write shit off when you don't even make that much, you're gonna fucking raise every fucking red flag. Somebody's gonna come in and and audit you, and you're gonna end up owing twice as much. Might as well just do what you need to do. Right? And you know this. If you done taxes, I had a friend who says, "Oh, Oscar, you're doing Uber. You know what? Fuck it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy $5,000 worth of shit, and I'm gonna write it all off." And I said, "How the fuck are you gonna do that?" Well, I'm smart. I said, "But how smart are you? Please enlighten me." She says, one week I'm going to buy $1,000 worth of cleaning products because I need to have my car clean. I'm going to have a spray bottle. I'm going to have the sponges and the towels and the towelettes and this and that and I said, okay. So what about the rest? She's Oscar. I'm not going to use any of that. I'm going to fucking return it. But I already have a receipt. Okay, please tell me more. I need to know more. And she started making all these stories, right? I'm going to buy this. I'm going to return it. I'm going to buy this. I'm return it. And I said, lady, you're gonna fucking raise so many fucking red flags. They're gonna ask you for receipts. And she says, I'm not gonna throw any fucking receipts away. And I said, okay, thank you. So now let me ask you this. How do you expect to pay this? Are you paying in cash or are you gonna use a card? She says, hello, I'm gonna use my credit card. And I said, lady, that is the fucking fastest way that they're gonna fucking put a guillotine on your fingers, on your neck. They're gonna cut you in half. So what do you mean? Because the minute they ask for your credit card records, they will fucking see that you returned everything that you fucking purchased. What the? Are you fucking? She says, you know what? I don't need to fucking talk to you, and you don't have to fucking give me lessons about anything. I said I wasn't giving you a lesson. I was trying to avoid that you learn a hard lesson. But if you want to learn the hard way, please enlighten me and keep pushing your fraud schemes and let me know when you don't get caught. Because if you do what you think you can do and not get caught, lady, you're up for a fucking rude awakening. And she doesn't talk to him anymore. People are stupid, bro. People are stupid. People are fucking stupid. When you show them how stupid they are without even telling them that they're fucking stupid, they just don't talk to you anymore. Because I never told her she was stupid, but that's how stupid she is. I didn't believe he had 9 kids. He said, "You're not black, sir. You're not black. You ain't black, sir. You can't have 9 kids." He won and was never audited again. He said, "You ain't black. You ain't black, fool. You can't fucking 9 kids. Are you?" So he said, "Black below the waist." What the fuck? He said, "Black below the waist." My wallet is empty. I've been audited. I've been audited a few times, brother. Right? Only because you're head of household and you make this much and you have a kid. You can audit me all you want, but the thing is, the 2 times that I did my taxes through taxact.com, I refer the IRS, or actually I get in contact with TaxAct and say, hey, here's your audit. because I paid for that. Never been audited again. Twice. I've been audited twice. That's there's there's nothing that I have done on my taxes to raise any fucking red flags. I've never done that. I never will. I did stop paying taxes for 3 years. I will be honest, and that fucked me royally, brother. When I was driving Uber 10 years ago, I said, "What the fuck? I didn't make enough money, bitch. I can't owe you $3,000 and fucking." But of course, I did. I can't owe you 9,000. What the fuck? And I did, brother. When they came in with a levy, and it's not about, oh, let me take out $300 at a time. Let me take out this much at a time, brother. Go eat, brother. Go eat. I'm hungry. Need to go grab a bite to eat. No food in the house. He said just ingredients. Cook, cook up a storm, bro. I can make fucking cornflakes like you have no fucking clue. Like you. That's why you have raisin bran at home, bro. Warm some milk. Oh, you can't eat. You can't eat raisin bran with beer. No, don't. Never mind. Go eat something, bro. I'll be here. I think I have another 6 beers left. He said I don't have milk. Pour the fucking beer in there. Come on, it's Friday, bro. Pour the beer in there. That's the worst fucking recipe. Don't trust a guy, bro. Don't trust a guy after midnight. You need some milk. You need some milk. Go get your food, brother. He said Burios. Exactly. Oh, excuse me. Love you, bro. Go get your food. Push a button. Fucking have food delivered. I ain't driving shit. I ain't driving anywhere, bro. Oh, Roberto's Mexican. Roberto's chimichanga. Brother, I don't care. I'm Latino, brother. I'm Latino. I will never find pleasure in nachos. It's not my thing. I don't like nacho anything, bro. I don't like nacho cheese. I don't like chilaquiles. Chilaquiles is with like tortillas cut in triangles. I don't. It's not that I don't like Mexican food. I just don't like nachos. Roberts doesn't use. No, no. I'm just saying. There's something about nachos that I don't enjoy, brother. I don't enjoy nachos. The whole idea of nachos and sour cream and pico de gallo and all that nonsense. I don't. That's. I don't. Don't. It's like mac and cheese. It's like the most the weirdest fucking comfort food that I can ever fucking imagine. Guac and cheese, okay. Guac and cheese, guacamole I like, brother. I make guac for my son at home. My son likes the way I do his guac. He said I usually eat it alone in my car. 3 in the morning, brother. I think 3 in the morning is the best time to eat anything. Right? You're getting home, or you're in your mid shift. Your first. I'm grave, dude. I just woke up. Exactly. No, I know. That's what I meant. Or you may be at work. That's your first break. how do you how do you even how do you even how how do you even manage getting your body to acclimate to a new fucking a new way of working? Like your friends are sleeping when you're working, but they're working when you're sleeping. So like you say, you have zero life now. Like I'm busy for the rest of like me. I used to work right in the morning from 8 to 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. Now I got fired because my fucking boss wanted to fucking. My boss embezzled $30,000 that he wasn't supposed to, and he asked me to fucking make fake invoices. I said, bro, I don't roll like that. I can't fucking do that for you. So he wrote me a note saying, yeah, insubordination. And I'm like, bro, thank you for writing that on my fucking note. Right? I told his wife. He didn't have the fucking balls to fire me. His wife fired me. You're being terminated, Oscar. I'm like, really? Under what grounds? Can you please enlighten me? Read that shit. She started reading off the fucking paper. She says, you weren't supposed to contact people. You weren't supposed to. I said, that is my fucking job. I hope you know that. I said, you know what? I'm gonna start picking up my shit. I want to get the fuck out of here. But keep reading your fucking paper. So you make your husband happy because he told you to fucking read that shit. Because if you don't read it, he's gonna fucking yell at you when you go home. Why didn't you fucking read the fucking document? I gave her a hug, and I said, I'm gonna give you a hug. You're only doing your job because this fucker told you to. But your husband is doing some shady shit. Merry Christmas. She says, I hate that you feel that way. And I said, no, I don't feel anything. I said, numbers don't lie, ma'am. I said, Annette, numbers don't lie. The minute I told your husband to not deposit $30,000 that were already duplicate payments, and he did, that says a lot about your husband. He is cheating. He is a fucking scoundrel. Merry Christmas. Bye. I already have a lawyer, brother. I already have a lawyer who took the case. I even contacted the payer. I contacted the payer and I made them aware of them making a mistake, a $30,000 mistake. And I said, look, you don't know who I am, but I work for Paul Davis. It's cold as fucking Vegas. It's 47 here, brother. It has to be like 40 degrees in Vegas. But see, Vegas is arid fucking dry, so you feel the cold like it penetrates your fucking skin. Over here it's kind of humid, so it kind of slaps you in the face, but it's cold. Over there it's like it's cold, but it penetrates your fucking bones. You're almost fucking frozen. Yeah, I hate the Vegas cold. Vegas cold, brother, is like it's like being in a fucking freezer. There's no in the 30s. Jesus Christ. I wouldn't be able to fucking masturbate. My fucking cold fingers would touch my balls and they would shrink. Why are we thinking about masturbation at fucking 1 in the morning? So, anyways, my old boss, this guy, the minute he wrote insubordination, I have a phone call with EDD on Monday. On Monday, they want to know why I left. I wanted to leave. I had already written a fucking email to my boss saying, you have made my position a hostile work environment. I don't want to fucking be here, bro. And then he asked me to fucking create invoices so he can keep $30,000 that you weren't supposed to keep. I said, brother, that goes against every fucking accounting principle. That is not the way accounting works. He says, what do you mean? I'm telling you how to do it. You're using somebody else's money. You took somebody else's money. I cannot create an invoice just because you want me to. I have to get an email from them so I can apply everything else accordingly, but under their direction, not under your discretion, bitch. You took monies that you weren't supposed to, and you want me to fucking fix the books because you think only because you hired me, motherfucker. You hired me to do the job. You hired me to fill the job description. You did not hire me to be your fucking monkey. See the difference? These fucking people, brother. These some Armenians have their fucking brain tucked up their ass. Particular this motherfucker, Sam, my old boss. Sam, you can go fuck yourself, Sam. If I know you're watching this, Sarkis Prusalian, Sam Prusa, Mama Kunam. Go fuck your mother, you fucking asshole. I know he watches this shit. I hope you watch this. Live restricted for Somalians. Your life contains themes that some find uncomfortable. Brother, every time I say Mama Kunam, right? This fucking TikTok goes crazy, bro. It's like a manager telling you to serve alcohol to someone you don't want to. You said penis. I'm TikTok. Every time I say that word in Armenian, Mama Kunam, this TikTok picks it up and bans me for 10 minutes. You are hostile. The union is great. I don't even know what that is. Oh, Akuna Matata. Yeah, exactly. But that's see, that is everywhere. You can refuse service to whoever the fuck you want to. You don't have to be the business owner. You just have to say, "Hey, I don't want to serve you. Can you please exit?" You may be trespassed. That's what that's how you people become 86th. The minute they don't listen, that guy may look overserved, but it's your discretion. I can't serve you, bro. You look like you've had one too many. What? I haven't even drank here. Yeah, but you look like you already had a few. So I'm gonna ask you to leave. Or do I need to call Metro? Oh fuck you. Then yeah, okay. Metro will give you a fucking ride home. But first you're gonna make a pit stop overnight. And it's a Saturday, so you won't vacate the premises until fucking Monday. You make the fucking call. Do you want I can serve you water, coffee, soda, no booze. I can even serve you cigarettes, bitch. There's a fucking cigarette machine right there. Takes quarters. Takes quarters. So did you call your order in? Is that what you did, or do you have an app? You're gonna go get your Mexican food? He says I'm driving now. You know, the first 3 days of doing this, right? I would come home, drink, but I would not put an alarm. So the first day I did it, I think it was like a Wednesday or a Thursday. I think it was a Tuesday. I think it was a Tuesday. And I came home and I drank three. I drank like 6, 7 beers, and I went to sleep thinking, oh shit, it's a Friday. You know, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow at 9 or whatever the fuck. It's four. It's 3 in the morning. I can sleep for 4 hours. I'm gonna try a new bar. 23 hour tavern. 23 hour tavern. There's so many places that I've gone with my friend Robert who lives there. But my friend Robert lives on the other side by. He lives on the bougie side. What the fuck is it called? The um, God, Summerlin, Summerlin, yes, Summerlin. He lives on the Summerlin side. We walked to one of the bars, and I know there's a few around the area. 24-hour bars or 23 or whatever the fuck I forget. We walked to one bar one of these days. We walked there. So you want to walk to the bar? I'm like, fuck it, dude. We're already drunk. Let's fucking walk. Every corner. There's a bar in every corner, right? No, but this one's called. There's one that he like. Well, he doesn't drink anymore. He hasn't. He has not had alcohol in 12 months. He's been sober, bro. Alcohol. He does shrooms and all the other shit. PTs. Yes, that's it. PTs. Fuck, bro. Yeah, PTs. PTs. Yeah, we walked there one day, one night, 1:30 in the morning. He's like, "You want to walk your PTs?" I'm like, "Brother, I'll walk to LA. I don't give a fuck." I was high and drunk. I was high and drunk. No cane. Oh no, no, I took my cane. I took my cane. I took my cane. Cops are out on full force, huh? You only had one beer. You're good. Tell him, tell him the drunk one is on camera. The drunk. That's the guy at drunk. He's on camera. Go on, bro. Do your thing. See if they have a smart TV. You can you can broadcast me on their big screen. You can broadcast me on the big screen. Do it, Wes. It's the same cop that kicked you out of the sphere. Oh my god. These fucking cops, bro. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I said, this is not even your fucking jurisdiction, bitch. You're just here to do your job inside the sphere. You're not even part of fucking security, so shut the fuck up. That's why I told the cop. I don't know if you saw the video. The fucking cops are idiots, bro. He says, yeah, you need to leave, bro. I said, tell me why. What happened? He said, well, I heard the radio. I said, just because you heard the radio, so what? In the same cup, he's a nice hat. I should have fucking turned it off. It has an off and on button. I was so fucking drunk, bro. I was so drunk. I was so drunk. I should have just said, okay, I'll turn the fucking hat off. Leave me the fuck alone. But no, bro, I was so fucking drunk. And I said, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? It's just a fucking hat. I should have just turned it off and said, okay, there. Happy? But no, I was inebriated, brother. When you're fucking blitzed with 17 beers, you're like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I did not get 86th. I did not. I did not get escorted by the police. Security, the security manager walked me out and said, "Hey, bro, nice hat, but I just got to do my job." I said, "Brother, I'm not mad at you. Go do your thing, brother. Do your thing. Do your thing." Yeah, 20. What years was it? 2024 was it? 2024 when I went to watch U2 at the Sphere. I have it. I have it here somewhere. I have the. For some reason, I I took off the fucking bracelet and I still have it here. I wrapped around one of these bottles. I got kicked out of the fucking Sphere. Well, I got escorted out of the Sphere. I didn't get kicked out. I got escorted out. According to the manager, the security manager, he says, "I'm not gonna 86 you since you were kind enough to walk out by yourself." And I was so fucking drunk. I could have just said, "Bro, let me turn off the fucking hat. Can I?" But it was so stupid, bro. It's stupid. It was so fucking stupid the way it happened. Somebody walked up to me and says, "Hey, bro, we gotta escort you out." I'm like, "What the fuck? What happened?" Artist request. They want you out because of what? And of course, they never said, "Oh, your hat says offensive bullshit." No, fuck Biden. I could have just turned it off and said, "Bro, you know what? Let me turn it off." But I was so fucking blitzed out of my fucking mind. I was so, we had drank. I don't know how many fucking beers. I cannot remember how many beers we drank at the location alone. Before we got there, we probably had 10 beers. When we got there, only while we waited, we must have had four tall cans. So imagine having 10 beers before you got there. Another eight while you're there, right? Waiting for the fucking band. You're like, holy fuck, I gotta go take a leak, bro. I gotta take another leak, bro. So you're like, the show hasn't fucking started. It's about to start. Like, you know what? No beers, bro. Can you wait for 30 minutes? Another beer. My friend would say, no, dude, I already ordered another two. It's like, bro, we're getting two blitz before the fucking show starts. We must have had like 24 beers that night. By the time we left that fucking place, or of course they walked us out, I was blitzed. I was like numb to my fucking feet, to my back pain. I was like, dude, we're out. You know what? It's okay. Fuck you guys. If I would have been sober, I would have said, dude, it has a power off button. Let me turn it off. Let me turn it off. But my fuse wasn't working. Simon, eh, right when you get to that point where you're just completely fucking obliterated, you forget every simple gesture. You forget every simple mannerism. I mean, mannerism. I don't forget. I'm always thankful. I'm always joyful. I'm always respectful. But if you fuck with me, I'll fuck with you back. So the minute they started telling me you gotta leave, you gotta leave. What the fuck for? Can you please tell me? Yeah, the artist told us to, but yeah, but what the fuck what why though? Because it was my hat, so they never said it was my hat. If they would have said my hat, I said, dude, I'll turn it off. But I knew it was the hat. I was just so fucking drunk. Fuck that. And my friend kept looking at me like, "Hey, bro, are you okay?" I'm like, "No, bro, I'm gone, bro." But they're kicking us out, and he says, "Yeah, I know. I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you." we called we called an Uber Deluxe, Uber Lux, Uber Deluxe, Uber Elite, Uber whatever the fuck, Uber Black, Uber Black, Uber Black. So we called an Uber Black. The guy shows up. The security manager is waiting for us to get picked up. So he was kind enough to wait for us to get picked up. So we get picked up by the Uber Black. I shake the guy's hand. I say, brother, I apologize for the inconvenience, but thank you for walking us out and thank you for making sure we leave. Like, we're not going to go back in. So I hate to, you know, anyway. So we shook hands. We left. My friend says, sir, can you take us to the nearest strip club? We want to see some tits. He takes us to. I still have a fucking voucher. I still have a voucher. I forget. I know where we went. I just don't have it with me. Um, I have a ticket, but fuck. Anyways, it's in my car. I don't know what it's called. I do know what it's called, but I don't have the fucking. Anyway, so we end up coming to this place. No, it's not. It's not Crazy Horse. It's not. I know the name. I know the name. I know the name. I know the name. I know the name because there's a club that's almost the same. Uh, there's a name here, but it is so close to. Anyways, I can't remember. The, the Dars, and I can't remember. Anyways, so they gave us two drink tickets at the entrance, $40 per person. Drink tickets. I use one drink ticket. My friend goes and get. I don't know where the fuck he went. He went to get lap dances, and then I stayed at the bar. I mean, I stayed at the bar, but I wasn't drinking. I said, "Can I get a glass of water, please?" Then I had a beer. My friend was still having fun somewhere, and I was blitzed, bro. The whole fucking night, I was like, "Holy fuck!" I don't know how much we drank, but I know we fucking drank. So then, like for 45 minutes, I just took care of my friend. 'Cause I told him, I said, brother, don't buy me any beers. I want to stand up, but I want to be sober enough to leave this fucking place. I don't know where the fuck we're at. He says, oh, dude, we're okay. We're at the whatever the fuck place. And I said, you know what? These places don't. I don't like these places. I don't like those places. You know, men get angry about you talking to their women, even though there's not their women. This if this lady calls you baby, is because you are gullible enough to give her your money, but she's never your fucking baby. You're just the stupid one to say, "Oh, she calls me her baby. She only wants me." No, bro, she wants everybody's fucking money. So imagine me coming up to this girl and saying, "Hey, can I get a lap dance?" In the middle of you giving her money, she's gonna say, "Yes, I'll be right with you." Then you're gonna get mad at me because I took. It's not your girl, bro. She works at a fucking club giving lap dances. So it is not for me to say, "Hey, bro, chill the fuck out." That guy was already heated because he thinks, "Hey, bro, what are you doing? You see, I'm talking to my girl. It's not your girl. She works here, bitch. She has a nice ass. I want her to fucking give me a lap dance." People who go to strip clubs, brother. There's two types, right? The type like me that just wants to just get it over with and say, "Can you give me a lap dance?" Not because I want her rubbing her shit. I just want to get aroused enough to go home and either fuck whatever I have at home or go fuck the next bitch that becomes available, but not inside that fucking place, right? Okay, okay, I like that. Although I've encountered beautiful women, I don't visit those places. The minute The few times that I've gone were bachelor party with my cousins. We went 2 or 3 times. Used to play pool, and then 2 times I've gone by myself to the one here in North Hollywood. Sound Garden, I think it's called. The first unionized strip club. Unionized. I don't know what the fuck that means. You need to pay them $30 an hour, so they start paying benefits. Or I don't fucking know. I don't know. And I don't care. Unionized, like bitch, you are writing dicks. You need unionization. I don't fucking care. I don't. Yeah, I don't care. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I don't usually. Do I usually go after 1 in the morning? Yes. I mean, I don't, but it's already 1:24, and my brain is telling me, "Go to sleep. Go to sleep." I'll do one more beer and I go to sleep. I gotta wake up, take my kid to school. So it's only 1:30. I know it's only 1:30. Last night I must have slept earlier than 1:30 because I know I was feeling a little bit more tired than today. Because I think I only drank like 3 beers, or 3 beers or 4 beers. I don't remember how many beers. I drank less than 5 beers last night, but I was so fucking. I was so like relaxed down to the point where I'm like, you know what, this feels good. And I just said goodnight early. It must have been like 1:10, 1:15. I don't remember. And I put my clock to wake me up 5 hours later. 1:40. I went to sleep at 1:40. Yeah, because I woke up at no, I woke up earlier. I woke up at 6:30. So the first few days that I did what I do, I didn't put on an alarm clock, and my son woke me up twice. So I can hear him knocking and say, "Papi," and I'm thinking, "Who the fuck is knocking at my door?" Oh shit! It's Wednesday. I gotta take him to school. Yesterday, right Thursday, my alarm goes off, and I'm like, 4.5. Oh yeah, 4.5 hours. I slept 4.5 hours. So it is. So it was 1:30. Yeah, 4.5 hours. I woke up 4.5 hours. Okay, we did this. So alarm clock works better than just waiting for. My biological clock works, but I think I'm getting old. Yeah, we need the internet. So yeah, that wakes me up. For the past 10 years, I don't know, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, or 16 years when Giancarlo was born. My son Giancarlo. I don't need a fucking clock. The minute I go to sleep, my brain already knows 4 hours later. Go to the bathroom. Oh, 4 hours. I can sleep for another 30 minutes. 4.5. That's it. Then I'm up. Yesterday was like 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. But I'm up. But if I hit the snooze button, if I don't hit the snooze button, I may get away with another 30 seconds. But at the same time, If I hit the snooze button, yeah, you're like, okay, I go to the bathroom. Then you come back and lay. That kid will end up going to school on the bus. It is called, bro. It is called. This is my last beer. Thank you for being here, brother. Things happen for a reason, bro. And I'm glad they happen to me and not somebody else, because at least I have the proof. And it's been, and I know it happens to a lot of people out there, but nobody crosses their T's and dot their I's, which I did. Because when I get a phone call on Monday, I already know what the fuck to answer, and I already know what the fuck to say. So I'm not getting denied my unemployment. I can tell you that much. Cheers, Sam, Mama Kuna. God damn, that's cold. Ladies and gentlemen, I am out of here. Ooh, have a good night. Rumble. Thank you, Rumble. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Twitch. Hasta la vista, baby.